Hello and welcome if you're new to my channel. I just wanted to hop on here real quick. It's Saturday right before Easter and I just finished a reading for my White Lights and Above over on Patreon, and it was a really important reading for the week. So there's two things I wanted to talk about. My guides wanted me to give you guys a heads up of what's coming because this week is going to be really, really, really important and powerful in personal discovery and connection with your higher selves and your higher consciousness. There's another thing I wanted to talk about. I'll talk about that in a minute. But there's something else. I heard a clairaudient message about hearing color. And they wanted me to talk about this a little bit because this concept I think we don't talk about enough. You hear a lot of complex discussion about energetic signatures and frequencies, and people that are just starting to wake up maybe don't grasp that idea or understand that completely yet. But this is just trying to do like a little elementary version of understanding how you can start connecting with telepathy, connecting with interfacing with higher beings, and understanding that truth within inside of your own heart, because it really is important to know, to be able to use your own discernment, who it is you are connecting with, who you're interfacing with, and how to identify things when it's coming at you, how to trace that back and, get the hang of understanding how to identify energetic signatures based on frequency. So one of the things I learned in the early 90s was how to identify the feeling of color. And you can do that with something really simple like getting some construction paper. And if you have a partner, you can do a partner exercise, and one partner can hold up cards for somebody else. But you can get construction paper and cut it out in like smaller pieces, or you can just leave it whole. And what you want to do is get yourself in a meditative state. So you want to close your eyes and you want to take a couple of deep, cleansing breaths. And you can do this as a solitary, or you can do it with a partner. Like I said, if you're going to do it by yourself, what you want to do is uncross your legs and uncross your hands, palms down, back straight, spine straight up and down. Take a couple of cleansing breaths and allow yourself to start to feel centered and connected to your energy body. It doesn't take long. Whatever it takes for you to relax down so that you're connected, you're feeling relaxed. So if you haven't learned how to connect in your heart and haven't learned how to drop your attention yet down into your heart, you want to get to the state where you're relaxing your physical body so that you can feel your energy, feel yourself beyond your physical body, even if it's just a couple of inches outside of your body. And when you get in that state and your eyes are closed, you want to have a piece of construction paper. It's the best way to do it that I've learned from many, many years ago. And you want to have them stacked and then close your eyes. And then when you hold a piece of construction paper up and slowly open your eyes from that relaxed state, looking at the color. Don't try to do anything except feel, listen, and tune in to that color. So you want to be listening to the color instead of just looking at it. You're perceiving information with your eyes. You're receiving the light codes of that color, the vibration of that color. And vibration is frequency. So if one color goes like this, up and down, if that's what it looks like on a graph, you might have ones that are up and down and up and down and up and down, faster frequency. You might have ones that are slower and the waves might be smaller. So you don't need to know all of that. But what's good to know is how you feel about it. So pull up a red card, see how red, listen for what red sounds like when you're receiving the color in front of your eyes. Just feel it. You'll feel some kind of shift in your body. You'll feel that frequency. Really drink that in. Breathe in that color frequency and make some notes about it. So it's a good way to start practicing how to perceive color, because what will happen is when you're meditating and you have an energetic frequency that's coming into interface with you, they have an energetic being has an energetic frequency, and they have their own unique signature. So you can start to recognize the biofeedback feelings that you have in your body. You can actually start to learn how to identify what beings you're interfacing with or communicating with. And it'll help you developing telepathy. It'll help you developing so that you don't have false beings or any sense of being tricked, or is this my higher consciousness or not? Is it somebody else, or is it me? Is it my upline consciousness? Your higher selves, your soul. It helps you to really start to identify who it is you're interacting with. So that's really important. Give that a try and see if it works. If you're really serious about doing your work on that. If you're already, a lot of you guys that are watching this video are already past that and beyond that and whatever, and that's good. But there also is a very big group of people that are just starting to learn how to connect with themselves in their heart, and they want to know, who am I communicating with? How do I know who it is? And a good place to start that I was told to share with you is to listen to color. Listen to it. It's not just seeing it. Use all your senses. What are you hearing? What are you feeling when you perceive a certain color with these eyes? Okay? So give that a try. I hope that helps. And the other message that I wanted to give to you that I was told to share with you was based on this reading. And this week coming up, we're going to be starting the week in a state of confusion, perhaps. But the confusion is going to lift really quick. So everything that we've been working towards, you might feel like you're getting mixed signals, or you might just be clouded or confused about things, but that is clearing. The smoke is clearing. And they want you to remain in a state of gratitude for all of it, all the lessons that you've learned, everything that's in your past, staying in a state of gratitude, because there's miracles underneath. By the middle of this week, there's going to be miracles happening. But what's going to happen at the heart of all of this is grief. And I don't say this to scare anybody. I'm saying this to make you aware. It's like when a timeline stretches like a rubber band, and it's stretching, boom, and it snaps back. There's going to be timelines collapsing down into the one true timeline. And as this is happening on multiple dimensions and multiple levels, you're coming back into the divine harmonics that you are supposed to be, your divine blueprint. Everything is going to be coming back into the one true timeline that needs to happen. And there's releases that come with this. So there's aspects of yourself that are going to be passing away, or you're letting go of, or you're letting go of people, places, things that no longer serve your highest good for your own self-discovery within. And you're going to know what they are. However, there could be a sense of guilt associated with that. So if you spend some time with family or friends, or in a place where maybe you absolutely knew you don't want to be anymore, and you know what it is to release, the message is really strong that we all know what our path really is. There's things and projects that we want to do that we're just worried about how people are going to perceive us. There's like a vanity issue that goes with this. What are they going to say about me? What are people going to think if I don't keep up my appearances to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing, or I should be doing? So there's going to be some of that going on. Some of those things are going to be released because we know what it is we need to do. Deep down, we know, we might not know exactly what it is, but we might know the sense of, this no longer serves me. I no longer want this. So you want to leave it open for what kind of creative state can I get myself into? And in looking ahead to that, by the end of the week, looking into that, how do I get to that creative state? There's going to be some guilt associated with it. And the guilt might have to do with the release of the people, places, and things that we're letting go of. And my guides want you to know to release that guilt. You might feel it, but release that. Know it's coming, and know that you're serving your highest purpose for bringing in your divine essence and your self-discovery to be the co-creator of your life. You are supposed to be doing what you need to do to be the co-creator, and not worrying about what other people are saying or thinking or telling you should be doing. This is the path. I want to say the lone warrior is coming to me, but you might feel like you're a warrior in life, but this is really the path to your own self-discovery that only you can take. Only you can do this. Nobody can do it for you. And the grieving process is not something that because we're aware that we're going to grieve, that it's, okay, here I'm grieving. No, like it needs to be something where the grieving process for everything you're releasing, you need to feel it. And you need to feel it fully so it can come up and out and release in the natural order of the energy that wants to come up through and cleanse. The miracles that are coming from up and under are coming up, out, and through so that you can release them. Once they come, if they're stuck in here, they're stuck. The energy's not moving the way it's supposed to move. So if the energy's releasing and it's coming out, you can look at it and then you can let it go once it's out here. But it's hard you don't just take it from here and say, I'm releasing you. You have to cleanse it with the energy that's coming up and out, if that makes sense. And if it doesn't, just trust that you need to feel the grief, you need to feel it fully so that you can transform and release it. And that's okay, because it doesn't mean you have to suffer just because you feel it. There's a key. You don't have to suffer just because you feel it. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself feel it fully. You're human. You're supposed to feel. Don't tuck it away. Feel it. And then let it transform into joy or bliss or whatever it's supposed to transform into. And release it. Release what no longer serves you. Don't feel guilty about it. There's no guilt in pursuing your path to becoming the co-creator of your life that you're supposed to become. So that was the message for this week in a nutshell. I guess I just sort of footnote or cliff note that one, but yeah, the extended reading on that one's over on Patreon, but you don't need that. You just know this week that, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Everything is in divine order. You are exactly where you need to be. And if you're going to start developing your gifts for interfacing with beings or interfacing and connecting with your higher consciousness, learning the language of energy and reading light and identifying light codes or energetics from other people, their blueprints, the frequencies. These things are natural abilities that come in, and your claircognizance and your knowing, your innate inner knowing kicks on when you allow your clairsentience, your ability to feel things, comes in. So practice feeling color. Feel what color feels like. Really get into it and feel it. Feel it fully. And that's it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll come back if I'm guided to before then. Otherwise, I'll see you for the next message. I love you. Thank you for your support. Have a wonderful day.